Hello everyone. So today we will learn about Hindu undivided family. As you know, in my last video we were talking about chapter 2, forms of business organization. And also we came to know that business organization is broadly classified under three categories. And they were private sector enterprise, public sector enterprise and joint sector enterprise. And the first category of business organization is private sector enterprise. And it has 5 forms. That forms were sole proprietorship, which you already discussed in my last video, and then joint Hindu family business, which I will discuss in this video, then partnership, then cooperative organization and company. These 3 we will discuss in next video. So today we will know about joint Hindu family business. So, or we can call it as Hindu undivided family business. So, Hindu undivided family business is a precise kind of business structure found only in India. This type of business is found only in India. And this is one of the classical method of business structure in the nation. And it is a classical method of business in India. It is administered by the Hindu law. And the source of membership is in the company is birth. In a family and a consecutive generation can be member of the company. The business is managed by the head of the family member, that is eldest member, and he is called karta. However, all the members hold equal ownership over the property of an ancestor, and they are called as co-personals. That means a Hindu undivided family consists of a common ancestor, which is a most to bring the joint Hindu family into existence. And his all male descendants up to any generation, along with their wives and unmarried daughters. So the death of a common ancestor does not bring the joint Hindu family to an end. If anyone dies in the family, it doesn't mean that there will be the end of the joint Hindu family business. It continues till perpetuity as upper link are removed by death and lower ones are added by birth. Okay, and all the affairs of joint Hindu family are controlled and managed by the person known as karta, or you can call them as manager. He is having a unique position which no other office of an organization in the world is having. That means, according to the Hindu law, the senior most member of the family is karta by virtue of his position in the family. And this karta's power are almost unlimited. He acts on behalf of the other member of the family. But he is not like a partner, neither he is accountable to any, nor he is to prepare any accounts. And no one can ask what was the income and what was the expenditure. Okay, next here it is the characteristics of Hindu undivided family. So the main characteristics of Hindu undivided family is governed by Hindu law. That means the control and the management of joint Hindu family form is done according to the codified or uncodified Hindu law. And this uncodified Hindu law consists of 2 schools, and that is Mitakshara and Dayabhaga. I'll explain this later. And in the same way, rights and duties of this member are governed by uncodified Hindu law. Then the second is management, or management by karta. All the affairs of a joint Hindu family are controlled and managed by one person who is known as karta or manager. The karta is the senior-most male member of the family. The member of the family has full faith and confidence in karta. Only karta is entitled to deal with outsider, but other members can deal with outsider only with the permission of that karta. That means the family affairs are managed by the senior most member of the family, known as karta or manager, and the power of management are unlimited. He may manage or mismanage. It cannot be questioned by any family member. He can discriminate between the members but cannot deny maintenance to use of property. But the management is more effective due to the natural love and affection, because he is a member of the family. Yeah. So with that members of the family, the member also have full faith. The other members, that means the other members have also a full faith and confidence in karta, and only karta is entitled to deal with third parties. Other can only transact with outsider only with the permission of the karta. Then the third point is membership by birth. See, the membership of the family can be acquired only by birth. So whoever is born in the family becomes a member. Unlike other business organization, outsider cannot be admitted to this by contract or by the adoption. An outsider can be admitted to its membership, because adoption is considered to be replantation in the family by which a person is being adopted. And the marriage with the male member also confers membership. If any girl married with the member of that family, male member of that family, then she is also the confers of the membership. And this is by virtue of the fact that they are married to a person who is having membership by birth. So these are the only two exceptions by which membership is acquired, otherwise than by birth only. Then number 4 is liability. So all the members in a Hindu family have limited liability to the extent of property which is jointly held by the family, and the self-acquired property of any member cannot be taken in order to the loans taken by the family, to satisfy the loans taken by the family. And it is only the joint family property which is liable for satisfying debts. However, karta is only a personally liable for loan taken on promissory note. Then 5th is permanent existence. Permanent existence means like as I have already been discussed in my introduction, that the death in the family does not bring the joint family form to an end. Yes, and it continues forever. So there is no limit to its membership number also. That means the death and lunacy or insolvency of any member of the family doesn't affect the existence of the business of joint Hindu family. The family goes on doing its business. Then 6th number is implied authority of karta. In a joint family form, the only karta has the implied authority to enter into a contract for debts and place the property of the firm for the ordinary purpose of the business of the firm. That means there is an implied authority in favor of karta to contract debts and pleased the credit and property of the family is family for ordinary purpose of family business. So these are the binding of the entire family, like other members is having such an authority. The number 7 is minor also a co-personer. So in a joint Hindu family form, even a newborn baby can be a co-personer. That means in partnership form, minor cannot become a partner. Yes, this is an important feature of business organization, that a person from its birth becomes the member. This is the only important features of the business organization, that if a child is born in a family, and then he will be the part of the family. Yes, so he itself can become the member of the business organization by birth. Then number 8 is dissolution. The joint Hindu family business can be dissolved only at the will of all the members of the family. Any single member has no right to get the business dissolved. As you know, if a person is died, it doesn't mean that business is dissolved. Until and unless the whole family member, whole partners are agreed to dissolve the business, to end up their business, then only they can dissolve their business. But a single person cannot take the decision to end up his business. So here I have written important terms which are used in joint Hindu family. Some terms which is used in the joint Hindu family, yes, which is like new to you all. So I have written their meanings so that it will be easy for you all to know what does that means. Number 1 is Hindu undivided family. So Hindu undivided family means the family who runs or carry on the business organization. And Hindu undivided family includes an eldest male member, that is called as karta or manager, and the other male member is called as co-personers. That means the head of the senior most person is called as karta, and the other member of that family is called as co-personers. Then next is karta. I think it is clear to you all who is called as karta and what is the work of the karta. So karta is the person who is the head and the eldest member of the family. If in your family your father is the eldest member, then he will be a karta. If there is your grandfather, then he will be the karta of the family. And karta is a person who has full control over the business activities, and no one is liable to ask him the profit or loss of the business or expenditure or income of the business. Next is ancestral property. Now what is ancestral property? What is meant by the ancestor? So it is a property of forefather, like dada pardada, who is the reason of the existence of your family. Okay, he is called as forefather or an ancestor, and over which the members have the equal rights. Now it is clear who is called as ancestor, ancestral property. Ancestral property means like your pardada's property. Next is co-personers. Co-personers means the male member related to 3 successive generations. Okay, the male members like your grandfather, your father, and you. And they have the equal ownership right over the property of an ancestor. So these 3 generations have the equal rights of the property of their ancestors. Then system which are used in a joint Hindu family. So these co-persons, yes, it is true, like generation by generation we are taking care of. Some people are there who have their forefather business and they are pursuing their business till now. Yes, so this called as co-personers. Next, there are 2 systems which are used in joint Hindu family business, which I was talking before. That is Dayabhaga system and Mitakshara system. So what is Dayabhaga system? See, Dayabhaga system, it prevails in West Bengal and Assam, and it allows both the male and female member of the family to be a co-personers. Mostly in joint Hindu family, the male partners is a co-personers, but in India, except Assam, in India, Assam and Kolkata is a state where daughter also can be a co-personers. A son gets right to the ancestral property only after the death of his father. Okay, that means this Dayabhaga is prevalent in Bengal and Assam only, whereas in the rest of India is a Mitakshara. And this Dayabhaga joint Hindu family from each other is a great extent. Okay, then next is Mitakshara system. It prevails all over the India except West Bengal and Assam. That means in West Bengal and Assam, they follow Daya Bhaga system, and other state of the country, India, is they are following Mitakshara system. It prevails all over the India except West Bengal and Assam. It allows only the male member to be the core personnel in the business. That means Mitakshara say of sown right by birth in the joint family property. And this means when a son is born in family, he acquires an interest in the property jointly held by the family. And the interests of all sons are equal. The joint family property devolves by survivorship, or meaning thereby it will go to one who lives longer than other. So in this type of Hindu family, joint Hindu family, there is a community of ownership and unity of possession. However, this Daya Bhaga joint Hindu family, the concept of birthright is unknown, and the property dissolved by the inheritance. The share of the co-personers are specified and not fluctuating, as in the case of Mitakshara joint Hindu family. Hope it is clear to you. Then merit and advantages of joint Hindu family. So this joint Hindu family follows effective control. So here this merit, I have written only the main points which is important, and these points will be surely clear to you all. See, this effective control, the karta has full control over the business activities and takes a decision quickly. Effective control means they have made it that the karta, the eldest member of the family is called as karta, and he has a full control of the business activities, and he can take the quick decision. He don't have to take permission of other member of the family, but he only can take the decision. He no need to discuss with the other member of the family, and no one can interfere in the decision of the karta, as every member is bound to accept his decision. Whatever decision he has taken, everyone is bound to accept the decision, and hence it avoids clashes among the membership and results in very speedy decision making. Yes, if this karta took any decision, every member have to follow the decision, and so it is everybody knows that we have to follow him. So there will be the situation of the classes in the family, and the decision or the work will be done quickly. Next is continued business existence. It is a ongoing business. It doesn't mean that if the head of the family is died or the owner of the business business is died, then the business is dissolved, but it will go on and on. After the death of the karta, the next eldest member takes up his position. If that eldest member died, if grandfather died, then father will take the position. So it doesn't affect the activities of the business, because it is family business, it will go on. Hence all the business activities are done smoothly and continuously without any threat. Next is limited liability of members. As all the liability of the members is restricted to the extent of their share in the business. Everybody have their restriction about the share in the business. But the karta has unlimited liability. Who is the karta of that business? He has unlimited liability due to his complete hold on the business, because he is holding the business. He has the right to hold that business, so he has the full authority to take the decision, and he is liable of that business. Hence, in case of dissolution of the business, next is expanded loyalty and cooperation. That means all the business operations are carried on by the members of the family jointly. That means there is a contractual force of competition of profit which is between the members of the business organization. Okay, so this increases loyalty and cooperation with each other without any hindrance. Therefore, all the target of the business can be achieved by the cooperation among the members and the karta, because there is loyalty and honesty or cooperation in their form types of business. So there is cooperation among the members of the family. Next is, there are some limitation or disadvantage or demerits of a joint Hindu family business. So number one is limited resources. All the members of the joint Hindu family business totally depend upon the ancestral property, and due to their limited liability, they are totally dependent on their forefather property. Next is, many commercial banks resist extending the credit limit due to the weak financial position of the business. So this many commercial bank, they resist extending the credit because of the weak financial position of the business. Next is, hence this will result in limited expansion and growth of the business. So due to that, the business cannot be expand or grow of the business. Next is unlimited liability of karta. All the important decisions regarding management of various business activities are taken by the karta. We already discussed, because he have all the authority to do whatever he wants. But there is a disadvantage with the karta, that he has unlimited liability. Okay. The next is dominance of karta. Yes, the karta takes all the decision individually and manage the business. He never take a permission of other member of the family, but he do the business by himself. He also involves other member in decision making, but karta is not bound to accept the decision of the members. Though the member of the family is involved, but he is not going to listen them or not going to agree with them, which may create conflict between the karta and the other members sometimes. Hence, due to the clashes in decision making, lack of cooperation between karta and other members of occurs. The next is limited managerial skill. Sometimes the members suffer due to unfair decision taken by the karta in respect of the business. See, any decisions taken by the karta, suppose sometimes it happens it is not beneficial for the family, then the whole family will be affected by his decision, by karta's decision. Yes, so they have to suffer. Next is, unfair decisions are taken due to the lack of managers. Sometimes it happens the karta, he doesn't have that managerial skill, and he have taken the decision. Then all the family were bound to face the problem with the decision, by the decision taken by the karta. Next is, so the karta cannot be knowledgeable or proficient in all the major functions. Yes, a person is not all person is not perfect. Yes, they have some weakness. Maybe the karta, he doesn't have the managerial skill, so he has taken the decision without the proper managerial skill, and because of his, the other family will affect. Next is, nowadays the joint Hindu family business is declining due to the decreasing number of joint Hindu families in the nation. Now it is declining. Now people are not following that. Yes, because now there are very rare who are pursuing their for the business. Yes, so this is also a disadvantage of the joint Hindu family. Hope it is clear to you all. So in next video we will discuss about our next form of private sector enterprise, that is partnership. Thank you.